So there's all these different chapters in Clowns Without Borders around the world, and then all these places traveling abroad to different areas. And what kind of places are you visiting specifically?
Primarily, most of the chapters are based in Europe, and then America, Brazil. Brazil is a very new chapter. Just maybe 2 years ago, they got included in the international organization. But primarily, it's European countries having Clowns Without Borders. So a bunch of artists came together and realized, hey, we can actually go out where we are needed, and not having this only high culture audience where they come, oh, wow, very nice. So actually where it's needed, the thought started there. And I can just talk about myself, all the expeditions that I had been to. So I started my first Clowns Without Borders Swedish tour expedition, and it was in Moldova. And what we did in Moldova was, Moldova is a very special country. It's kind of in between USSR and Europe. It's Europe, but not Europe in a way. And they have this culture where parents actually leave the children to in an orphanage and go and work in Moscow. So we visited orphanages where hundreds and hundreds of kids were living there for many years without seeing their parents.
Wow.
So they would see their parents. Oh, I asked few, so when did you see your parents last time? 8 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
That was the answer. And it just blown my mind that time. And living in this community where a lot of children living in this small, not small, but yeah, it was a very special place, that one. And we did a lot of shows there in Moldova, visited these orphanages, which are mostly in the countryside. And then I traveled into Egypt, Israel, Palestine, Bhutan. Bhutan, we were the first foreign clowns invited in the country. Bhutan is kind of a closed country. They don't allow a lot of foreigners to be there. I mean, I'm Indian, so I can always go, but my Swedish clown partner also was there. And we were the first clowns invited by the king. We traveled there. And India, I've been running a Swedish Clowns Without Borders chapter in India for since 2012. So it's almost 9 years now. So all these countries, I've done expeditions, sometimes for 2 weeks, sometimes for a month, sometimes for 3 months. And it has been a long journey, I would say.
I'm wondering, do you find it difficult when you're visiting communities in crisis? Do you find it hard for them to open up and allow themselves to be entertained? Or is there typically like a welcoming or a yearning even for this type of thing?
It's the response is very cultural. Some countries, it's very easy. Some countries, it's very difficult. Countries where they have traditionally habituated to watching performances, they're kind of welcoming. Some countries don't have that culture. And suddenly it's kind of, for them, it's, oh, who are these people? It's something very new for them. And that's, so it depends.
Yeah.
I would say Asia is a little bit more open, because where in Asia people have this temple art and temple performances and this performance, that. So they're kind of trained, I would say. When we were in the Middle East, it was a little bit difficult. Some other places are really difficult.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell.
During our seasons, we drop new content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so don't miss it.
And for the full-length podcast episodes, search Common Strides on your favorite podcast listening platforms.
Thanks again for watching and for all your support.
We'll see you next time.